So hello my dear friends, welcome back. Welcome to your channel Cooking Astrology. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for subscribing my channel and liking my videos. Thanks a lot. So let's continue our journey, our series of planets through D-9 chart in Vedic Astrology. And in this particular video, let's try to understand Chandra placement or planet moon placement in the 4th house of your D-9 Navamsha chart, and what are going to be the positive and negative results that are particularly associated with this moon placement. First of all, moon in the 4th house have the capacity to create or reshape its belief systems based over the relationship aspect with other persons. And here I'm not only talking about relationship aspect with your spouse or life partner, relationship aspects with your father, with your mother, with your siblings, including the subordinates and including all your professional friend circle. So as soon as moon is going to interact with all these individuals on daily basis, so moon have the capacity to actually reshape its belief system based over the opinions of other people. And that is actually going to be a bit weak placement, because here the self-thinking part is going to be totally absent inside this planet moon. Although if this moon is in conjunction with some benefic planets like Jupiter or maybe planets like Venus, then that self-identity part is going to be there. But if moon is all alone in the 4th house, it becomes very difficult for this moon to actually adjust according to the energy of the 4th house. Second important point, you also need to check its strength and dignity both in the D1 and in the D9 chart. And the transition of moon from D1 in the D9 chart actually have the capacity to dictate the pattern of your life. See, moon is the planet that have the capacity to create a Vimshotri Mahadasha, like which dasha you are going to go through first, second, third, fourth. So moon is the deciding planet, okay? Like whether you are going to receive success in the age of 30, 40, 50 or 60. So moon is going to decide whether your timings of marriage are going to be this, that, or this year you are getting married, timings of having your children. So timings in Vedic astrology is actually decided by planet moon. Now as soon as that moon is actually creating a transition from the D1 directly into the D9 chart, if this moon is posited in the Saturnian zodiac signs like the sign of Capricorn, Aquarius, then this have the capacity to actually delay all that aspects of your life. Although in the D1 chart, suppose moon is in a very good dignity, maybe in its own zodiac sign of Cancer, in the sign of exaltation of Taurus, but if it is actually going in the Saturnian zodiac signs or in the Navamsha of specifically the sign of Aquarius and Capricorn, then this have the capacity to delay each and everything. Similarly with other planets also, like you need to study the transition of moon from D1 to D9 and look which zodiac sign this moon is posited. Now moon actually have the capacity to actually give the results according to that particular planet. Now for example, moon is going in the Jupiterian zodiac signs, sign of Sagittarius, sign of Pisces. It means your philosophies of life, they are eventually going to change. Lot of philosophies are going to change immediately after getting married. Even in the sign of Jupiter or Jupiterian zodiac signs, moon have the capacity to act as a very good influencer, capacity to attract a crowd towards them. Similarly in the sign of Mercury, highly intellectual, a lot of intelligence are going to be there. In the sign of Mars, you will see that rational decision making part is going to be there. But these are actually the combined decisions. So don't think like that the decisions I'm going to make in my life, that decisions are only going to impact me. That is from your D1 chart. But in the D9 chart, that is actually going to be a combined chart of you and your partner as well. So whatever decision making that you are going to do, particularly in your life, so if you need to study the impact in your partner's chart, you need to look into the moon placement, because moon is particularly in the 4th house. If you count from the 7th house of D9 chart, this is actually becoming the 10th house career of your spouse and life partner. So any decision that you are going to make with this moon placement actually have the capacity to create a lot of transformations directly into your partner's life as well. This is also going to be a bit unstable kind of a moon, because moon, particularly if it is going in the watery zodiac signs or in the Jal Tattva, like in the sign of Scorpio or in the sign of Pisces and even in Cancer, it shows there are going to be a lot of motherly related karmas directly present in your horoscope. It may be mother is acting as the greatest obstruction factor in front of you, or motherly karmas are not permitting you to grow in your life. On the other hand, depending upon the strength and dignity, if this moon is without any affliction, it means motherly karma have the capacity to positively directly impact your life, or mother is going to have direct influence directly over your life and even after marriage also. Mother is going to have direct influence, like this is going to be a very soft or Somya Graha. So moon in the 4th house is going to create a lot of attachment with regards to mother as well, or motherly related emotions. And that is why if this moon tend to act in the negative way, this will create a lot of stereotype kind of a personalities. Like whatever that genetic thing is actually programmed inside them, whatever their belief systems are going to be, it become very difficult for them to change. So the flexibility and adaptability part is going to be totally absent, and that is where this moon will go towards the rigidness factor. Like whatever I'm doing is correct, whatever I'm saying is correct. So moon then don't have the capacity to actually look into the other aspect also. And this is the biggest problem with this Chandra placement, that is the rational decision making. Rational decision making simply means these individuals are only thinking about one aspect of the life and ignoring all the other aspects. Because moon don't have that capacity to actually balance each and every aspect. Moon, I told you, this is a very Somya Graha. This is the planet which represents the tumbling of emotions going up and down and up and down and up and down. If this moon is sitting with some other planets, so moon have the capacity to influence or take an influence from other planets. If moon is hemmed with the malefic planets, so moon have the capacity to create that hemming factor inside this particular planet. On the other hand, if this moon is with Ketu and Jupiter specifically, then this is going to be a highly spiritual yoga. I have seen many good astrologers, many good people that are actually working in the field of occult sciences, astrology, numerology, palmistry, with this moon placement in the 4th house. Specifically, if Ketu influence is over this planet moon, because then this moon have the capacity to go more towards the spiritual side of the life rather than looking into the materialistic realm. 4th house is also the comforts and conveniences which you people are actually going to receive immediately after marriage. And moon is a Somya, soft planet, so moon tend to enjoy all the comforts of the life. Moon is not that kind of a planet that have the capacity to work hard, goes towards everything on daily basis. No. Moon is that mental energy that have the capacity to feel exhausted most of the time. And that is why for you all the individuals watching this video, you need to devote 50% attention and focus towards your materialism and the spiritual aspect of the life as well. With this moon placement, extreme materialism is also going to be very difficult for you to handle. Because as soon as the money will start flowing in, although moon is becoming very comfortable, but this moon tend to leave its that security factor behind. And maybe after 1, 2, 3 years, a small mishappening that have happened in your family, or it may be small financial crisis, then moon is very difficult with this moon placement to handle it. And that is where you need to actually adjust your life according to the environment. I told you, flexibility and adaptability, these two are the most positive traits that you can inculcate with this Chandra placement, irrespective of which area, which place where you are living right now, whether you are married or you are not married. The time you tend to become rigid, because moon tend have the capacity to become very rigid. Like if I need this thing, so I need this thing. And if you don't feed that thing to planet moon, then moon have the capacity to feel totally upset. And that is also a single most placement of moon that have the capacity to create lot of distant relationships. I have seen many people with this moon where the families or they are living totally away from the family. This is also going to be a very separated kind of a placement. Like Chandra don't tend to joil more with the energy of the 4th house. Here, if on the other hand some malefics like Saturn, Mars, they are present up there, so they have the capacity to provide that full comfort, full security zone, they malefics in the 4th house tend to work toward that area. Whereas benefics in the 4th house, so these people thinks maybe some other person, they will eventually going to do something towards me. So they are not concentrated over other people happiness. Malefics tend to concentrate over other people happiness. Benefics in the 4th house have the capacity to look what other people are going to provide me. So you are actually not looking for the happiness of other people, you are looking for the happiness of you. And if you are concentrating all the energies upon yourself, it becomes very difficult for you to fulfill the planet moon, that is your mental emotions. So you need to start looking into the happiness of other people with this moon placement, and then you will see slowly your relationship aspect is going to improve in general. So this is the analysis with regards to moon placement in the 4th house, and I hope you have gained some deep insights in this video with me. If you are having any queries, any consultations, feel free to contact me at my email ID, and I will try my best to respond you back as soon as possible. Till then, you can please subscribe my channel below. Make sure to hit the like button if you really enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to follow me on Instagram as well. And I'm going to meet you very soon in the next video. Till then, bye bye and Hare Krishna.